my colleague, Minister of State, Shri Rameshwar Teli ji, DG ESI से Dr. Rajendra ji, Economic Advisor of this Ministry, Shri Amit Chand ji, Dean of this institution, Dr. Chauhan, Dr. Deepika, the faculty members of ESIC Medical College, Chennai, today especially the parents who are here, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, Vanakkam Chennai. It is always great to be in Tamil Nadu, the home of history and heritage, the land of language and literature, a land that has historically been at the center of national consciousness and patriotism. What adds to my happiness today that I am amongst a young student community. A student is by definition a learner. But for me, dear friends, you are also a teacher. The fire of your imagination, the power of your enthusiasm, the ignited minds that you are gifted with remind me that the process of learning never stops. Meeting young people like you fills me with youthful energy without which no great cause can ever be achieved. Friends, today is the momentous day for all of you. Convocation days bring a mixed bag of emotion. There is the joy of completing a course, but there is also the anticipation of what lies ahead. There is also some sadness because the bonds you have developed with your classmates, batchmates, seniors and juniors are all set to be changed. You may not meet the person started next to for years, but you may actually get to work with your friends in same hospital, so the emotions you are going through today are natural. And in the natural course of life, you will meet new people, new friends, new challenges and new successes. But I can assure you one thing, all that you have learned here over the last 5 years will prove useful in facing whatever comes next. And I don't just mean the lesson in science, but the life science. And in your future life, you will make new friends, but you also learn how to help friends who are not able to cope and how to learn the enjoy of your life which you lived in future, which is nothing compared to what you lived here. Friends, you are all people of achievement. Getting into medical stream is not easy, nor is the education of medical college easy to cope with. Medical science is ever evolving, pushing the boundaries of what we know about human body and how it's work. Therefore, a doctor is forever a student. In India, dear friends, doctors are also considered next to God. Doctors भगवान का रूप होता है. A doctor is incarnation of God. All Indians have at some stage either said this line or heard someone say it. That is because doctors save lives and serve people. But the doctors passing out of ESIC medical colleges, the sense of service has to be greater. ESIC doctors are India's Shramjeevis. You will be serving people who spend their life in building this great nation as Shram Yogis. At no point you can forget that you are not doing this as a favor but as a duty. All nations have a responsibility to ensure their workers are provided social security in life and safety at workplace. Under Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, India has been fulfilling the commitment at all levels. ESIC hospitals are an important cog in the wheel of the mechanism through which India works for its workers. You pass out of ESIC Medical College, shoulder of responsibility of ensuring this wheel keeps moving on the right track. I am not just hopeful, but absolutely confident that you will honor your oath, especially you took as a Hippocratic oath today as doctor and serve the society well. Dear friend, I get to meet lot of doctors and one thing they all tell me is how hectic their lives get. They also tell me how emotionally draining the profession can get. As doctors, you will be able to save a lot of lives. But there are some whom you may not be able to save. You will see a lot of happiness in patients and families when cured. But you will also see a lot of sadness in your patients and their families when not healed. The stress caused by such incident stays with many doctors for long. I am not trying to scare you. I am just trying to prepare you for the real world. Often we prepare to enter a profession we study to gather the knowledge related to the progression. But it is also important to gather the knowledge about your own self to be able to handle any profession better. My doctor's friend told me, and I know from your society, that our brain weighs about 1 and 1.5 kg, which is just about 2% of the normal body weight. But the brain accounts for about 20% of the body's energy consumption. It is so because the brain never rests. The brain is working even when we are sleeping. Science tells us chemical reaction decide what the brain thinks, and how a brain thinks decide how the body reacts. So if the brain signal anxiety, the throat feels dry and the body feels fidgety. Because we think this is all a chemical reaction, we can fix this with chemicals. So people pop up anti-anxiety pills and feel okay. I am saying this because a lot of doctors are also following the same pattern. While medical science can cure the symptoms, we need to look at ways to heal the cause. You know the basic biology. I'm not the student of biology, I'm the student of law, but I know from some of my doctor's friends that the formal part of the brain is the receptor, the middle part is where the processing happens, and you also know the part of brain where the reaction is decided and conveyed to the body via the spinal cord. You know because you read and you get with your faculty, you know these things. I'm a layman in this field, but what is important today? It is important that we use the brain to not just think, but be aware. In today's time, professional excellence has to be coupled with excellence in mindfulness. Because mindfulness teaches us to be intensely aware of what we are sensing and feeling in the moment without interpretation or judgment. You may ask, how do we practice it? Friends, practicing mindfulness involves controlling the mind. It involves, as I said, making the mind aware. In Patanjali Yoga Sutra, the first shloka, Athe Yoga Anushasan. Now the practice of yoga begins through discipline. The sutra offers to guide to mindfulness. It reminds us about committing to the present moment. The discipline, Anushasan, being spoke about is the discipline of the mind. The discipline trains us to be responsive and not reactionary. A reaction results in a negative outcome, but a response is engineered to produce a positive outcome. Once we have this discipline of mind, dear friends, we will be able to discharge our duties with perfection. And stress will not know of us. We will be able to handle sorrow and happiness, success and failure with the same calm. This not only helps us attain inner life balance, but also help us strike a balance with nature. So the solution to all outer problems from anxiety and stress to climate change and biodiversity loss also exists within us. We can fix all these problems through mindfulness, which helps become aware of our actions and the implication of our actions. Dear friends, you are lucky to have been the part of ESIC, which was established in 1952. Over 70 years, ESIC has been serving India's workforce, and have the opportunity to be the part of this noble service mission. Across the country, ESIC is providing social security benefit to about 3.10 crore insured persons and their families. The total number of beneficiaries so far is more than 12 crore. With the implementation of Social Security Code 2020, the responsibility of ESIC will increase manifold for providing social security to the workers in the unorganized sector as well as gig and platform workers. To achieve this goal, ESIC has already taken several steps like adding new hospital and dispensaries, use of information technology and better coordination with the states. Your responsibility also therefore increased by several things. And therefore, I have spoken to you at length about how to shoulder this responsibility. Our lifestyle today is the biggest element we are facing. The lifestyle is leading to mental health issues, and when the mind is not healthy, the body cannot be healthy. As medical professional, I would want you to work towards spreading this awareness through your practice. I also urge you to always keep your enthusiasm alive, your imagination fiery, and mind aware. With that, I wish and I would like to bring my address to a close. Thank you, dear friends, and all the best for your future. May the sky be your limit. Wish you all the best, all of you.
Thank you, sir, for your thought-provoking speech filled with wisdom and experience. Your words inspire us and our students to make ourselves better and contribute to society just like how you described, sir.
Thank you, sir. The moment we have all been waiting for has finally arrived. Now our graduates will be receiving their medals and certificates as a symbol of their accomplishment. We will also award medals to our toppers for their excellence in the university examinations and award certificates to all those who had done brilliantly to achieve distinctions and honors in their examinations. May I request our Honorable Minister of Labour and Employment, Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Government of India, Shri Bhupender Yadav ji, to distribute the certificates and medals